Here in beautiful Salt Pond, we've got the final B-Class Series race coming up in just a couple of minutes. I'm Dwight Hart, and I'm joined by Captain Plug, Stafford Patterson. Cap, we just had a dandy of a race finish with the second points race in B-Class just a couple of minutes ago, and we're getting reset for a double-double. They're going to finish this B-Class Series off, getting ready to get started on the line right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got all 8 boats out there on the line, so we're pretty close to the start. Just to update you, the race just concluded a few minutes ago. The finishing order unofficially: in first place, Susan Chase; second place, Ant Nest; third, Lonesome Dove; Old Boy fourth; Queen Drusilla fifth; sixth was Udiva; Queen Drusilla in seventh; and Barbarian in eighth.
All right, and I believe if we were to just look at our unofficial scores, Susan Chase, I believe, will now be in first place with a total of 4 points. She got a third the other day and a first today. Lonesome Dove, I think, with 2 third-place finishes. Well, sorry, a third place and a second place.
Yep, she's got 5.
She's got 5 points, and I am not sure who is going to be in the third position at the moment. I did not go through all of the scores. I know that Lady Sonia would have won the first points race, which would have given her 1, but I think she came in 7th today, so that would drop all the way down to 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh, I don't have Lady Sonia. What the heck happened here?
I think she got 7th.
6, okay. The score is 7th. So that'd be 7, and 1 would be 8.
If you look at Queen Drusilla, she would have gotten, I think,
Drusilla with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th today.
So that would be knocking her out of there.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 13.
Ant's Nest, I think, is also out of it because she's got some penalty points, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ant's Nest would have 8 without penalties, so if she's got penalties, that's going to knock her down. Right now, it's looking like it's between Chase, Dove, and Sonia.
Yep, first, second, third, in that order for now. But we will wait for the official scores later on today, coming from Sandy Trico and the team out there doing all this stats.
Yes, thank you very much for that, Sandy. We appreciate your efforts.
All right, but again, the race to see who's going to win overall here in the B class is right now, I believe, but between the Dove and the Chase. The Dove is going to have to put at least 2 boats between herself and the Chase in order to win it, and so that's, I believe, is going to be where we need to look for the action. Cap, before we move on to this B, I just want to bring a little bit of information. When we were broadcasting C-Class earlier, there was a point when Dream Girl, number 49, was leading the race, and then we saw her kind of do something really, really weird out there. We couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
And just had a conversation with the owner of Dream Girl, David Roll, and he said, we broke our mast.
Oh, my gosh.
So broken mast knocked her out of that race.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Dream Girl. Wow-wee. So, yeah, we wondered what was going on there when they got to the gate there. They all of a sudden turned around. We're heading back upwind and broken mast. That's too bad.
All right. Looks like
they're getting ready. They're getting
guys
ready.
are set. 1 minute gun is gone.
Absolutely.
And so that's number 18 at the bottom.
That's who's on the bow there. Looks like my son Eric, who's usually lead man on the anchor pole. He's getting ready.
Next to him is the Udiva. Then we have Barbarian.
So let's watch carefully, folks, for when they fire the gun. You'll see the guys start to heave-ho on that anchor rope.
Sorry.
Here we go. Here we go. Gun is fired. Gun is fired. Actually, I think that may be Richard on the front of...
Yeah, and that bright yellow.
No, that's Eric. I recognize his pull. Look at these boats, boys pulling these boats up into the wind. Sail going up.
Going number 6, getting that sail up first before anybody else.
You don't want to put your sail up too quick. I can slow your momentum, which I see happening here to the Ant's Nest. Perhaps that's their plan. Lonesome Dove still pulling like crazy. Right next to him, Udiva's sail going up. Dove ain't started to pull her sail up. More sails going up towards the top of the line.
And there goes Lady Sonia with that borrowed sail from Bull Edge, number 17.
Yep, Antoinette's going to want to keep clear of them.
She's going to tangle just a bit now
Uh-oh,
with
Susan Chase.
Susan Chase.
Ah, boy, tangled up with Lady Sonia.
But they've cleared it.
Antoinette's going to want to keep clear of Susan Chase.
All right.
Lonesome Dove at the bottom of your screen. Looks like they're clear and sail set.
Dove is out. And so everybody out except Barbarian at the moment.
Chase right in the middle of your screen. Antoinette's right there just below Lady Sonia. There's Barbarian struggling. Difficulty getting the sail up. Yeah, right there on the top left of your screen. That's Barbarian. And we got a sail flapping here. What's going on there? Is that Drusilla or is that old boy?
Queen Drusilla, yep, having some issues with the sail.
Yep.
All of the boats, Cap, have gone on starboard, out the gate. There was nobody that went on a port lay to begin the race. And so here is where the action is.
And no surprise, we've got our top two boats, Lonesome Dove and Susan Chase, pushing out front. Antoinette sticking with them. They had a great race going last race, just recently concluded. Antoinette ended up in second, unofficially.
And like I said, the Dove is going to want to make sure that there is at least two boats between her and Susan Chase.
All right, we got a tacker. We got two tackers.
Okay. At the bottom, I believe that is Udiva. And at the top, that is Lady Sonia.
Lady Sonia pointing a little bit up into the wind, perhaps. Might need to fall off a little, skipper, and fill your sail up. Now they're getting it going.
There she goes. Maybe learning some lessons from the previous race. We saw Susan Chase do some early tacks up the middle of the course. It worked out to her advantage.
So the question is Sonia going to go out wide like they did yesterday and just come in on one tack on lay line? Or what's she going to do? Meanwhile, we got four boats up there, top middle of your screen.
Yep, Susan Chase,
Whoop.
Lonesome Dove, Antoinette, and Queen Drusilla.
Right now, Susan Chase looking to step out a little bit over Lonesome Dove. Lonesome Dove is above.
Yep, so Susan Chase is probably going to want to put some distance between her and the Chase before she attempts to come back on that port tack.
She will, yeah, because then you'd have a port starboard situation, so they'll try to extend out before they tack. Is Dove just tacking, or is that... No, Dove's still going.
Nope, looks like Queen Drusilla is...
Drusilla there, still flapping the sail.
Sail flapping, not attacking it as yet.
Antoinette's cruising along. Stefan and the Dove pointing right up into the wind. Both those boys point very well into the wind. Antoinette's not so much. And Drusilla over there on the left, floundering.
All right, so we're going to see who is going to commit to that tack first between the Dove and Susan Chase. Dove, no incentive to tack at all until Susan Chase attempts her tack.
So a little more distance to go before they tack. They don't want to get too close to that island over there. Got shallow water and some tidal flow depending on which direction it's going in.
Queen Drusilla now coming back on her starboard leg.
And it looks like they got the sail under control. Susan Chase is clear enough of the Lonesome Dove that they could tack over now, not have to worry about a crossing situation. And from the telephoto lens on the drone, looks like they're getting up. There goes Dove. And Chase is going to tack right on top of him. Standard procedure. You don't want to let your competition get away in a case like this. Skipper on Lonesome Dove needs to let her walk up a little bit, try to get a little closer to the chase. Meanwhile, Antoinette in the background there, they're letting her walk a little bit and thinking about tacking, but not yet. So Skipper Armbruster going to go in a little bit further before he makes his tack. See if he can gain advantage over Susan Chase and the Lonesome Dove. And there goes
Here
Antoinette.
comes Antoinette now with her tack.
Yep. Get the sails over, get that jib filled out, get the prize out with the crew. Here we go.
And so now they're all coming back now on a beautiful, beautiful lay. You can look at it out from the vantage point here at the broadcast booth. We can see all 8 boats. They're all on a port lay at the moment. 2 boats at the top and further up on the course, and 5 boats sitting down in at the bottom of the course. And here they come on your screens right now. You can see in the center, that is the Lonesome Dove. To her right, her left, our right, would be the Susan Chase. And just to the top of her is the flapping sail of Queen Drusilla. And while all that's going on, to your far left, way up on the top of the course is Udiva, along with Lady Sonia. And there they are, Udiva at the top, Lady Sonia just below.
And so they're making the long run on the one tack lay line to the marker. That would put them on starboard tack coming in, which gives them the advantage. Just looking with my naked eye, I don't think they're going to make it up, but let's not speak too fast. Still got boats coming across on port tack. Sure, nothing Stefan would like better than to smack off 2 wins back to back.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at the Dove. The Dove's now really starting to power ahead.
I know the Lonesome Dove guys would like to do the same thing, although they just ended up with a 3rd place, but they could answer that with a win here. Back and forth between Chase and the Dove. Back and forth. Dove pulled off three wins at the best of the best last December, and then slipped, unfortunately, in the finale on Sunday. Ended up 3rd. Had a couple of beautiful tacking duels between Susan Chase and the Lonesome Dove. Extremely entertaining to watch. All right, waiting for the boats to way out there to tack, come back.
Sandra Cartwright-Knowles was asking, is there 2 B-class races today? Yes, Sandra, we are in the middle of the 2nd B-class race at the moment.
This will be the finale for the B-class for this 57th annual Long Island Sloop Sailing Regatta. A-class will follow a little later on this afternoon. That'll conclude the sailing. But let's stick with our B-class race here because we got some action on the course. Lady Sonia with a sail barred from one of their smaller boats. Udiva, number 6, coming across on starboard tack, being cut by Lady Sonia. So I don't think Udiva is going to make the mark on that line that she's on now. Lady Sonia is going further. They'll make one tack and hopefully come screaming in towards the marker. I don't think they're going to catch the top 3, Dwight.
Yeah, they're going to have quite a distance to go to get to that mark, and we'll see, though.
The other 3, 4, 5, and 6, there might be some crossings there. Lady Sonia's still going. She has not tacked yet.
Well, you know, the mark is all the way here, just to the left of us, as we look out on the race course. So she is going to try to cover that mark with one tack.
I am such an idiot. I'm looking at the finish mark over here. So Lady Sonia definitely going out wide to make the one and done to come into the market around and then over to the finish.
It's just that it's a long way in.
That's a long way. So meanwhile, you got your what we would think is the top 3 boats coming up on port, and another 3 behind them also on port. We can see who gets there first.
All right, Sonia's come back on her starboard lay, and so now the foot race to the mark to see who's going to get there first.
Sometimes you'll go 100 yards beyond where your lay line would normally be, and that gives you the advantage to foot off a little bit on the sail.
Diva and Queen Drusilla.
Oh boy, here we go.
This
Port
one's
starboard.
going to be close, but I believe Queen Drusilla.
Udiva should not have to adjust course.
Sufficiently ahead. Nope, did not have to do it.
All right.
Good, clean cut by Queen Drusilla.
Absolutely. There's Lady Sonia on the top of your screen, coming full throttle in on starboard tack.
And the Dove streaming up there, still on port. And to your bottom is Susan Chase. Susan Chase closest to the mark down at the bottom of the course. But this one is going to get interesting in a short order because Lady Sonia is bearing down. But as you can see, the mark coming into view, and who's closest to the mark? It's the Susan Chase.
Yep, there's the marker on the left side of your screen. Chase will go a little bit beyond where she is now, and then she'll tack over on a starboard tack. Dove will be doing the same, but she's 8 boat lengths down below, downwind of the Chase. There's the Dove. And, oh, we got a port starboard crossing, perhaps. Lady Sonia. And Lonesome Dove on port. Looks like they're going to cut him.
All right, so Dove cutting the Sonia and then immediately establishing her starboard lay. Sonia having to settle in third place at the moment.
Susan Chase bearing down on the marker. Just going to swing it around there. They won't need to tack or anything. Just going to harden up a little bit on the mainsail. Sheet it in. And up comes the jib pole. They're going to go wing on wing.
All right, so we can call it Susan Chase in first place. We're going to have a starboard port crossing with Ant's Nest, the Lonesome Dove, and Lady Sonia.
So, Ant Nest on port with the disadvantage.
Is she going to attempt attack? Look at this bold move.
Boy,
Wow.
cutting right up underneath the Lonesome Dove, coming in with speed. Ant Nest slowing down as they tack. And Sonia going to go cruising past them with all that speed she's got.
Yep, Ant's Nest is going to have to stay clear because Sonia should not have to change her.
No, because they are not fully established on starboard tack.
And they are hook contact there between Ant's Nest and Lady Sonia.
Okay,
Contact.
they're clear there. I'm not going to make any calls about right and wrong. That's for the race committee. But yeah, the boat coming in on starboard should not have to adjust their course unless the boat in front of them has established a starboard tack, and the boat had not. All right, next in, I think, is Queen Drusilla. Is that Queen Drusilla? Is that Old Boy?
Queen Drusilla.
Drusilla.
Queen Drusilla around, and Udiva. Old Boy and Barbarian about to themselves come into a crossing situation. Old Boy wisely trying to establish his starboard tack first.
I think they'll probably make the marker from there if they haven't tacked too short. Boy, where is that marker? Oh boy, really pushing it up into the wind now. Here's the marker. They need to foot off just a little bit, get some speed up. There we go. Meanwhile, Barbarian's bearing down on him.
And there is Susan Chase now starting to widen the lead between herself and Lonesome Dove.
Heading back downwind.
Yeah, and we know she beds extremely well and sails extremely well going on a downwind leg. All right. Going around now is Queen Drusilla, followed by Barbarian.
All right, so everybody's around the wood marker now, heading back to the leeward marker. Nice fresh breeze here today in Salt Pond Harbor, pushing all the boats along pretty good. And I think it'll hold. The Mother Nature's keeping the thunderstorms 40 miles out to the southwest of Salt Pond. So good sailing weather this afternoon. Nice fresh breeze. The races are going along pretty quick. We got a few more minutes in this B-class race. Then in a while after that, there'll be the A finale. And Susan Chase doing what she does, just extending that lead, almost like there's a motor down below the floorboards in that boat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second, third, and fourth still kind of knotted up together, heading downwind. See if Dove can hold on to second place with that dinky little sail they have.
Yep, and if she holds her position, she should then hold on also to the second place overall
Yep.
in the B class.
She'd have 5, 7 points. Yeah. So looking good so far. We had one little close encounter there at the marker, but got the race committee sort that out. And Susan Chase, yes, man. I don't know how Stefan and his crew does it, Dwight. I mean,
they get out front and then they just roll.
People say, you got talent, and then, some people, they get it at a young age and they get experience and they gradually, increase their performances and stuff like that. But I honestly believe, Dwight, that there's some people in this world that are born, they have God-given talent. Mm-hmm. It's no secret I'm a NASCAR fan. Somebody like Jeff Gordon, who came into the sport at a young age, with some experience as a teenager, and he just tore those old fellas to shreds. He had God-given natural talent. Mm-hmm. And I really believe the Triple Crown Stefan Knowles from Mangabush, Long Island, has some God-given talent. Not only did he grow up around the sport, kind of surrounded by it, but the way he performs, it's
unmatched.
Extra special.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we have this thing about not really appreciating watching greatness when it's happening right in front of our eyes, only to recognize it later on in life. But I believe that without favor or favorites, we can all say that Stefan Knowles has been demonstrating in the last 10 years that he's the absolute best at skippering sailboats in the Bahamas, and it does not matter which class of boat he gets on.
Absolutely. Got to give credit where credit is due. All right, all kind of spectator boats out there today. Hope the wakes doesn't become a problem for the boats in the back. Susan Chase just pouring it on, almost embarrassing the rest of the fleet. Dove, about maybe a 2.5, maybe a 3 boat length lead over third place. Looks like to be Ant's Nest right now, with that Janae logo on the sail. Mm-hmm. There we go. What you at, 1,000 feet there, Carson? Boy, I mean, that boat is just moving out.
Yeah, there's no catching her. You can forget it.
She'll swing around that marker, leaving it to starboard, start making her way back up. Salt Pond Harbor. Second place, Lonesome Dove, maybe putting a little more distance on third. And Susan Chase putting a lot of distance on second and third. There's the marker, leeward marker. Skipper Stefan Knowles going out wide, probably going to bring it in nice and tight. Try to punch it up into the wind as much as possible. I like to say let her walk. I got that expression from a gentleman on the Southern Cross a while back. I got the opportunity to skipper her. There was an old gentleman, I don't remember his name, and that's what he was shouting to me on the tiller. Let her walk, skipper, let her walk. So Stefan's letting her walk, coming around the leeward marker now. And there's the second, third, and fourth, fifth coming into the picture on the left of your screen. So the fight is not for first place unless Stefan submarines Susan Chase. Had an unfortunate incident yesterday in the C class with Sassy Sue. Had a little unfortunate maneuver, submarine the boat, but they got her back up, and hey, it came back with a win this morning.
Yes, sir.
0 to hero. Lonesome Dove, good head of speed. Ant Nest behind him, good head of speed. Queen Drusilla just to the side of Ant Nest. Trying to hold on, see if they can go from fourth to third. Lonesome Dove's jib flapping a little bit there. Might want to trim that a little bit. I think I see somebody working on it now. You want that jib pulling hard. All right, there's the marker. They're going to get ready to harden up.
Yeah, Anson's actually fighting with Lady Sonia.
Lady Sonia, sorry. Mm-hmm. Lonesome Dove hardening up now, coming around the marker.
Second place.
Yep, Ant's Nest in third. They want to see if they can get a line above Lonesome Dove. And Lady Sonia wanted to do the same thing to Ant Nest. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Ant Nest going way up into the wind there. Lady Sonia, not going to happen. So Ant Nest slightly above Lonesome Dove, but Dove's like 2-3 boat lengths ahead. That was an excellent marker rounding by Ant Nest.
And Susan Chase is not. Sorry, Lady Sonia's not going to stay there much
No,
longer. She's going to get out of there.
She's getting dusted. And, okay, another boat around. Udiva, I think. Sonia's gone. Up front, Chase gone.
She's got to be careful because she's coming towards Barbarian.
Yes, and Barbarian's on starboard tack. She has the right of way. There we go, all clear. So Chase coming back maybe a little earlier than she did on the first windward leg. See what Lonesome Dove does. And there's Barbarian coming around the leeward marker.
Oh boy, coming from the top.
And oh boy, see if they're going to do the crossover. Oh boy, a little wide there on that marker. Could have been a little tighter. Bring her up, skipper, let her walk, let her walk. Whoa, really pushing her up into the wind. Don't luff it up too much. Get some wind in your sail. Get your boat balanced. They are a little bit above Barbarian.
Yes.
That's what you want to do when you're behind somebody coming around a marker, is try to get above. Well done. Lady Sonia coming across. Chase, middle top. Dove has not tacked over yet, I don't think.
So, Lady Sonia at the top of your screen, just going out of our view. I believe this is Udiva sitting here in the center. And at the far top left is Susan Chase.
So Dove has decided not to go with them, not to try to stick with them. They've gone over a lot closer to the little rocks over there, to the north side of Salt Pond Harbor. Should be over to the left there somewhere. Susan Chase showing the rest of the fleet the way around Salt Pond Harbor.
All right, some comments on our Facebook page. Rihanna Thomas, come on, Dove, rooting from North Carolina. Also agreeing that Stefan is a true legend. Marco Hanna is watching. Aoki Ming, Chase is gapping them. I guess you can agree to that. Lysandra Cartwright Knowles, it's a mathematical gift being able to calculate distance.
Yes, thank you. In golf, they use something called a rangefinder. I don't have one of them.
Aoka Ming, Stefan came for revenge. I know he wished he didn't have that mishap yesterday. He would have had both C and B. Well, Aoki, if you didn't keep up or haven't been keeping up, you would also win A as well.
Well, you know, if he's looking for revenge, you know, Lonesome Dove beat him at the National Family Island Regatta in April, and so Dove is national champion until April 2027.
Marco Hanna is watching. Welcome to the show, my friend. Rachel Alexa. That's my good uncle, but he can't win everything. But I'm team Susan Chase. That's my good papa's legacy.
Oh, there's no doubt sloop sailing and racing is in the Long Island blood.
And Rihanna Thomas was sleeping earlier when we broadcast the first B-class race because she's asking, was there a B-class broadcast earlier today?
Pay attention, Bunza.
You missed it.
This is the second race, B race for the day, and the third and final points race of the series. So when this is over, that's it for the B class. We'll move on to the A class to conclude.
All right, Melissa Cartwright, let's go Chase. Hazon Pinder, I must commend the organizers for the full coverage of the Long Island Regatta, especially from a bird's eye view. Yep, we certainly appreciate the Long Island Association bringing Gray's Media here. Cap and I joining in to bring the broadcast. We appreciate the effort and love bringing it for you.
I tell you what, I feel privileged to have been asked to come back to do this. Susan Chase, getting a little puff there. Crew on the prize, keeping her heeled over just so. Lots of spectator wake to deal with today, but probably not going to be a problem so much for the lead boat anyway. Guys in the back can get bounced around a little bit.
Susan Costa is wishing the chase a win, and she's watching all the way from Switzerland.
Is that the Dove right off the point of that little key over there?
Cap, I have
Or is that a
lost
spectator boat?
sight of everybody and everything, so I cannot.
Yep,
say
there she is. She's coming over now. They went way, way over to the. Oh no, that's Barbarian. Sorry, Barbarian number 5 now attacking back on the port. So maybe she's going to do ley line, one and done.
Yeah, but she's so far behind Cap that.
Yeah, not going to be a factor with the top 2.
She's bringing in the buoy right now. The race is in the center of the course. We have Susan Chase. Right now, we're looking at, I believe this is Udiva. In front of us, well, as far as in the drone's shot, yep, Udiva, light blue hull.
And up above,
That would be number 18.
Lonesome Dove.
And I believe just below her is the Susan Chase.
I agree 100% on that. So when they come back,
Well,
see if there's anything coming over on port.
Well, we have on starboard now, Lady Sonia is coming from the top of the course, and she is going to be looking to challenge the Dove on attack. And here is...
And yeah, Sonia should be on starboard tack with the advantage.
And here she is below us right now, about to cross Udiva and headed for the Dove, but I don't know that she is going to do anything other than just make it a little bit more interesting. The Dove, I believe, has got enough firepower to get across Lady Sonia.
I think so. They'll probably tack right in front of them and send Dirty Air back their way. Sonia taking a little puff on there, bringing her back down, walking
Beautiful
her up
shot.
a bit.
Beautiful shot, beautiful shot. Gia
Dove
Davis.
Chase.
And here comes the Dove going across Lady Sonia right now. Gia Davis is watching from Nassau, and she really appreciates the coverage. Deborah Patterson, come on, Dove, keep up the speed.
That's my lovely wife. Hey, Blondie.
Yeah, and sending out love with little heart emojis to Captain Plug. All right, and there is the Dove, number 18. Below her, Susan Chase. You can see the red mark coming up in sight. Susan Chase is going to have to go on a long, long tack. And by the time she gets to that mark, the Dove is going to be well around it and headed for the finish line.
All right, the crew working the prize.
And prize as in P-R-Y-S, not P-R-I-Z-E.
Yes, yes, correct. The wood boards that we stick out on the windward side to put the crew on are known as prize. Dwight gave you the spelling. So we like to refer to the people out on the prize as primates.
Play on words there, Cap.
Absolutely, Dwight.
All right, here comes the Lonesome Dove now on starboard. As you can see, the Susan Chase has also gone back on her starboard leg as well. And she's going to be headed for the final rounding. And from there, she should make it to the finish line.
There we go, getting a little closer. Dove fighting hard to see if they can gain some ground on Susan Chase. I don't think we have enough race course left for that.
Nope.
But if Chase breaks something or loses somebody in the water, that'll change things in a heartbeat.
All right.
Somebody out on New Legend got a bird's eye view of the action.
Rihanna Thomas is adding to your colorful language as it relates to the primates by calling them vanilla gorillas.
We have had that nickname for a little while now.
There goes Susan Chase around the marker for the final time.
He's got his eye on the P-R-I-Z-E.
Absolutely. Headed to that finish line for the second gun in B class for today. Long Island starting to rack up the guns. Would have gotten one earlier with.
There she is, cruising past all the spectator boats. Probably won't see any fists go up into the air until they cross the finish line and get the gun. Some of the teams will celebrate early. Some people believe in karma, and you wait until you clear. Antness coming around the Wimbledon marker now. Oh, Antness cut Lonesome Dove.
Wow.
Oh, wow, Antness slipping into second place.
Right in front of her. Right
Now,
in front of her.
can Dove
Second
do anything
place.
to run her down in the short sprint to the finish? Antness pulling something out of their hat, apparently. Oh, my goodness.
They have been showing really some spurts of brilliance and excellent sailing here in Long Island.
No doubt about it. Mr. Armbrust is on the skipper. He's showing his
Still got that-
experience.
Yes, sir.
Man, took second place away from Lonesome Dove. Smack, just like that. Yeah, and Dove's not going to catch them before the finish.
No, I don't think so.
They're going to try.
Haze on Pinder. I must say Long Island is so beautiful. I miss that Long Island water. Haze on, let me assure you, it does not matter where you go in these beautiful islands of the Bahamas, you will probably say the same thing over and over and over again for each island. All uniquely beautiful in their own way.
I love my Bahamas.
Susan Chase,
Look for
loving
the,
Long Island right now.
Oh, yeah. And getting a lot closer to the finish line. As soon as we see the buoy and the committee boat, there's the flag.
Look out for a little puff.
Yep, we look for the signal cannon to signify that she has finished first. Only the first, there's the gun.
There's the puff.
Only the first place finisher gets a gun. Everybody else gets a little toot on the whistle. Dove thrashing to catch up to Ann Nest. Skipper Andrew Wilhoit's trying everything he possibly can. Push the bow of the boat down a little bit. You see somebody giving hand signals there. Just the weight.
We think we got them. We think we got them. If we pull to the left, I believe we got them.
There is the finish line in sight. Sorry, guys. We're going to check you down in third place in just a moment here.
I believe so.
And
Nest is going to make it.
Man, they had a second in the race earlier.
And so doing a double-double with that.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first points paying race. See where that puts them in the final tally. All right, there's the spectator boats. There's the committee boat. Marvin Cartwright. He'll blow the little toot. Sandy Trico will make a note in her book.
I'll tell you this, Cap. Now that I'm doing these numbers in my head, I believe Ansness with that second-place finish, again, is probably going to pick up the third-place overall spot in the B class, snatching it away from Lady Sonia, who was in the running when we got started here today.
Yep. Unfortunately, they didn't do too well today.
And so
now we wait for fourth place coming up. I guess that's Lady Sonia
that's
now.
going to be Lady Sonia in fourth place. Queen Drusilla. Well, let me confirm whether it's Queen Drusilla or Old Boy. Yep, Queen Drusilla is going to pick up fifth place. Sixth place is going to be a duke out between Old Boy and Barbarian for 6th and 7th. And Udiva is going to bring up the rear in the 8th spot.
So there's Queen Drusilla about to clear the finish line. And then coming in on the left side of your screen, be 6th and 7th. A bit of a horse race there. Got to go between the red tetrahedron and the little speedboat there on the bottom.
It looks like
Boys, this could be a close one, maybe, Dwight.
Old Boy, I believe, has got enough.
Yeah, Old Boy's
wind
got
speed.
almost a full boat length there, maybe a little more speed.
Hold up Barbarian. Now, Barbarian's got to watch out because Udiva's trying to spoil her party.
Boy, Udiva coming in with a good head of speed, but I think Barbarian's going to get it.
There goes Old Boy in 6th place. 7th place going to Barbarian. And Cap, let me tell you, these B-class boats are now starting to get a little bit more evenly matched. There was a time when we'd be waiting 20 minutes for the last B-class boat to come in, but now the complete race is, first to last place is less than 2 minutes at the moment.
Yeah, definitely had some quick races today. Course is shortened a little bit, maybe of what you might expect, but we were a little behind schedule. Now we're totally caught up. We got one more race to go, the A boats, and man, that was a great race. Ant Nest come in and took second place away from Lonesome Dove.
Right at the very end.
Way to go, boys! Congratulations. Not sure how they exactly pulled that off because we were looking the other way, but nonetheless, second place for Ant Nest.
All right, well, that's going to do it for B-class racing here in Salt Pond. It is all finished and done with. We believe, without having the official scores, that Susan Chase is going to win it all. And second place, I believe it's going to end up going to Abaco with the Lonesome Dove. Third place, we'll wait for that. Ansness may have it, or it may be Lady Sonia. We'll see. Waiting for that. Coming back in about an hour's time, 4 o'clock on the schedule, for the final race in this 57th annual Long Island Regatta in Cap. It was just a couple of days ago we were announcing the first race.
I know, man.
And just like that.
We just time go, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. But it has been great fun here in beautiful Salt Pond. Didn't start off too nice with all of the bad weather we had on the first day, but we were able to get it all caught up.
Yes.
And we're going to finish with all of the races being put in, all of the cup races, all of the points races. And so, again, the winner of this race, Stefan Knowles, you're able to walk on down to the Paradise Games, spin the wheel, cash prize, additional cash prize being offered for you. So make your way to the spin the wheel at the Paradise Games and collect some additional prize money, and also being the overall winner as well. I believe you probably get 2 pulls.
A race win and overall.
Yep, 2 pulls at the nipple, Stefan.
And Dwight, the Series 3 race for the B class is sponsored by Automotive Industrial Distributors. Also, Walcott Cup race sponsored by Walcott Construction Company. Thank you very much for your sponsorship, guys. And tonight's entertainment, it's just 3 o'clock. The program has 3 to 5 with the Break and Scrape with the originals. I love listening to those fellas.
Oh, yeah.
8 p.m. closing ceremony, presentation of trophies and awards, and 9:30 live entertainment with the Synergy Band and KB and Funky D. Regatta Park and a rock tonight.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to miss that. Let me tell you, 2 of the most energetic entertainers in all of Bahamian music entertainment, KB, the Boatman, along with Funky D. And so we invite you to come on back at 4 o'clock. We should be getting our final race underway, and we'll be here to bring it to you live and direct. So we'll see you then.
Be there.